This is a presentation about the very important microeconomic concept called market failure. Let's look at a definition of market failure. Market failure is a situation where there is a failure by the market to allocate resources at all, or a failure to allocate them efficiently. So there can be two types of market failure. One is a complete market failure, where markets simply do not produce goods and services and do not allocate resources. And another is called a partial market failure, where resources are allocated, but allocated not in an efficient manner. So let's look at these situations of total and partial market failure. A situation of complete market failure is represented by public goods. There are certain goods, such as street lighting and national defense, which have certain characteristics which make it impossible for the market to produce them. They have to be produced and supplied centrally by the government. The market simply will not provide these, and this is a complete market failure. Other goods have so-called externalities. These are positive or negative effects on people who are not the producers and not the consumers. The market cannot recognize these externalities, and so the result is that either too few or too many of these goods are produced. This is a partial market failure. Another partial market failure arises from something called information failure. Here, the producer of the good sometimes has more information about the effects of the good on the consumer than the consumer himself or herself. This can be seen in goods such as cigarettes, and we will discuss this in more detail later. Again, because of information failure, too few or too many of these goods are produced, and this is another partial market failure. So to summarize, market failure can either be complete or it can be partial. Complete market failure is seen in public goods, and partial market failure is seen in situations where there are externalities or where there is information failure.